once again for the re-upload to YouTube. Welcome back to The Wolf Among Us. Let's crack on with episode 5. That'll allow me to cut out the really horribly misogynist joke I just made earlier. I know I did that joke yesterday.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it.
No, it wasn't.
Holly's sister, Lily.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
Yeah, we destroyed the tree.
What
Sorry,
monsters
Christine.
are you? What horrible, evil, villainous, warped monsters are you?
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
I don't know. Snow will come around. She's just... the crane thing hit her hard, and she doesn't really know who her friends are right now.
Well, I said I was going to start at 8 tonight. Oh, and that's right, we were shot with a silver bullet.
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Yeah, this is just the previously on bit. So yeah, I've literally just started. And we're right into the credits today. Here we go. I didn't like the way the music segued there, but hey.
You must be tired. And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff. Relax.
It is quite good, I just didn't like the way it segued from the title music to this incidental music.
Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster, sirloin.
Don't misunderstand the situation here. We are not friends, and you're in no position to offer me anything.
On the contrary, Sheriff. And I don't wish to contradict you here, but your initiative and mine have been friendly for a long while now. Ever since I came aboard these shores. You know, Fabletown's been very accommodating of my humble ventures.
That was Crane who let you do whatever you wanted. I'm not Crane.
No, you're not. What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle
Still think the
everyone's
Jersey
nerves.
Devil should have had a proper Jersey accent.
You forget what happened at the pudding and pie? You and your goons tried to kill me.
I'm truly sorry for that whole debacle. It was not my intention to put you or Miss White in any sort of danger. My wish was merely to take Crane, Sheriff. And as soon as the assignment grew out of control, I put a stop to it. I know that that doesn't change what happened to you, and I can only offer my sincerest apologies.
You didn't stop it out of the kindness of your heart. You stopped it because Snow White offered up Crane.
That may have appeared to you to be the case, but I assure you, it wasn't. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
You think I'm scared of you? You're nothing more than
That's enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie. However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
I don't believe him.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down now.
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Something not
Does it
right.
matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. But you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And then
you told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this.
Nice, right,
You're
bollocks.
just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss?
I'm not overly convinced by his
You can
accent.
have Georgie. Consider it a gift.
Not overly convinced by his Yorkshire
Ensure our
accent.
Continued cooperation.
All right, let's talk.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit?
Hit that by
You
accident,
said you'd
but
cover
whatever.
for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers
Get
are?
the fuck out of here!
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
I'm running out of patience, crooked man. I don't have time to fuck around here.
This could have gone so well. But you just had to complicate things. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Ooh. Oh, Bloody Mary. It's Bloody Mary.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Get off me or I'll tear your other horn off.
Take this!
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Got him! Now!
Hold him still!
Ooh! You ain't gonna be kissing the girls and making them cry anymore now, Georgie Porgy. Oh shit.
This way.
Oh, there we go.
Come on, Georgie.
Oh, shit!
I know.
Okay, so there's a weird line at the bottom of the screen now. You can't see it on here, but I don't know what it is. God, don't run in traffic, you dozy prick. Parkour!
Fuck! What was that?
What do you fucking think it was?
Take him off!
I can't.
Peel the top off that car like it was a sardine tin. Come on, Bigby. Bigby, the biggest wolf in the world.
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Oh.
Come on.
Right. Fuck it.
Right. Well, the fact that we don't really get any like Teen Wolf-esque transformations. It's all done off screen. There better be no tits in here again.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Spoke too soon.
How did this happen? happened, Georgie?
Oh, fuck. Well, it won't be your fault.
Oh, no, no.
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Oh, Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
You gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff.
I've just noticed he's got
Haven't
Kiss
you
the
done
Girls
enough?
tattooed across
Look
his
at him.
chest.
He's dying.
Vivian.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean...
fucking... Ah! You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? Ugh. I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look,
Sometimes you just have to do what you're told.
You didn't have to do anything.
Like hell I didn't. Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Nerissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right?
I've been thinking
George is the
about
bad
it,
guy.
and
It's
I
all
would
his
go
fucking
vegetarian,
fault.
but I think I couldn't really ever give up dog.
Hello, Jimmy Jazz.
But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him.
You could have done anything else.
He
You could have
does.
let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die. Do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
Wait, so you've been helping this asshole? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the Crooked Man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it!
I told you, sometimes all your options are shit.
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't
can...
talk about me like I'm not even here, please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
Vivian, I'm not gonna kill you.
I know that.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them?
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no!
Oh, shh!
Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian!
Just... Jesus.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh.
Her head fell off.
Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby.
Oh. Oh dear.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright? For both of us.
Don't worry about the crooked man.
Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with.
That's not who I am.
Prove it then. No more games, alright? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick. I know what I did. Let's not draw this out.
All right, Georgie.
Fun scene. Cheers, Jimmy Jazz. Made me jump.
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Well, Kev. You should have been here during episode 2. I had to take the game off screen. Like that time one of my mods in Fallout New Vegas accidentally had some sexy content in it that I'd forgotten about.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Or actually, no, I don't. Right, that specific mod I didn't think had any sexual content, but it did.
You used to be something.
Yeah, and you're just a cock. Tail. Get it? Because she's called Bloody Mary. Yeah? Hey? What's all this then? Sorry, I was refilling my vape. Someone's got a bit of an obsession.
They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small, shivering bodies would fit.
That's what the symbol is. I fucking hate that in these games. It gives you the illusion that you can walk around anywhere. However, you can actually only walk around in like a very tight corridor, which meant as I was trying to maneuver him, I kept walking into the wall. That's where they make the silver bullets.
The big bad wolf. It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Cut this shit out!
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners? Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town? Oh, come on! Is that the best you can do?
Oh, no, that way. The pipe just farted. Oh. Seriously?
Where are you? Come out and face me!
Oh. No fair, she's got weapons. Whew. See, again, you don't get to see him turn into the wolf. No, American Werewolf in London style transformation scene. Oh no. Hello, ladies. Oh! She needs a rest after that. She looks shattered. How many of them are there? Glad you appreciated it, Kev. I'm blown away by this already. Hello, Christine. Fired from what, Christine, though? What are you firing me from?
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
Now you see, that's where he could have said shattered.
Especially designed. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss. At least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats.
Yeah, there's something else going on.
Coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is
Oh, no worries, Vicky.
I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth?
This is about protecting Fabletown. Some asshole murders two of our people. It's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Oh, wow.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they
You're
have
a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning, so cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've
Just
done.
give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly,
Girls
its
Kev,
citizens.
technically she's his
These
boss.
charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
No
Clearly
worries,
misunderstood
Christine.
my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see you want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all in line.
You forget it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really?
Yes, that's a better way of describing it, Kev.
What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
They burned my tree to ashes.
What?
You burned it down?
You see?
Why would you do that?
Snow?
She was helping
shit.
people
Thought
glamour
I pressed
themselves as
something.
other Fables. We couldn't let that continue.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town.
What raid glitch?
And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The crooked man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
We're not gonna tolerate this shit anymore. The debts are wiped. His business is closed. He's done.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Oh. Oh, I didn't know that happened.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, crooked man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right. Did you think we'd all just let that go?
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen,
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to me.
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the—
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath?
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
He might as well have.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say...
We know what happened.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
There will be more if he isn't stopped.
I don't get
So we get rid of him.
Get him out of here.
We can
Whoa,
send
whoa,
everyone.
whoa, whoa,
listen
one
up.
at a time.
Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision. Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down.
Look, Snow should decide what we do with him. She's gonna be the deputy mayor,
But
so...
she's not the deputy mayor yet.
What about Bigby? What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine. Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just
Incidentally, what time is
you
it,
think is right.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to die.
We can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
Whoa!
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still...
End it already.
You know,
Fuck
just between
you.
us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
You're going to miss me.
No, I won't.
Fabletown will remember that.
For Lily. And Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
I wonder if him grabbing me there was scripted and unavoidable. Because I was literally just about to hit a button.
Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Oink. Yellow Brick Road. Oh, Jesus. Yellow Brick Roadhouse.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'd get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, 'cause when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard
Big Dro was saying that earlier. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ, but look on the bright side.
I know
okay?
the voice of Bluebeard is Lee from The Walking Dead.
So you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so.
Fuck you, you magic bunny.
Have you been there before?
Cheers, Jimmy Jazz.
Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
How should I know?
Portal 2, Jimmy Jazz.
Goodbye.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
You need to let that go. How are you gonna move on if...
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own. Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Nerissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Georgie didn't do mercy. You know that.
He could have been reasoned with. I was counting on that. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Here.
Thank you.
Crazy, fucked up world we live in.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess what's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah. I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
That's not true.
It is. You've just never seen it before. But now you have. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me.
You like my ribbon?
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Dental plan. Lisa needs braces. Dental plan. No, what?
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Ooh. That was even shorter than I thought it would be. What did we do to Georgie? Just over half. Killed Georgie? Did we give the crooked man a try? Yes, most people did. How did we punish the cricket? The cricket. Yeah, the cricket. 38.6% through the crooked... That was surprising. Did we accept TJ's gift for Snow? Yeah, almost everyone did. I don't know who that heartless 1.5% are, but... What were your last words to Nerissa? I hope... Well... And for the last time... Would have been me, I picked it right. And for the last time, go to that website. That's definitely still up. Yeah, I'm absolutely certain the Telltale Games website is still up. Actually, it might be. Special stats. Right, so we lied to Beast about seeing Beauty outside the apartment. We fought with Bluebeard after the interrogation. We helped Colin avoid the farm. And we gave him a drink when he asked for one. And on the dead list is the Crooked Man. We took him back to the witching well, but we tossed him down it. Faith, you gave her the money after the fight with the woodsman. And Georgie, you smashed up his place. Greenleaf, you burned her tree. Yeah. I actually kind of slightly regret that. Holly, you pretended to be the woodsman whilst... Yeah... It was the only way we could get the evidence. Nerissa, you gave her a cigarette during your final conversation. Snow, you promised to bring the Crooked Man back alive. And we did. We chose to wait for Tiny Tim. Quite what that would have changed, I don't know. But we accepted TJ's beetle and promised to give it to Snow. And we stood up for Toad when Snow wanted to send Toad to farm. Bloody fucking Nora, that was loud. So that was The Wolf Among Us. That was interesting. I really enjoyed that. Goody two shoes. Oh, shut up. I really enjoyed that, actually. We'll have a look after these credits. We'll have a look and see if there's any news about when the next one, where the next one is. Good story and bloody good well, yeah. A lot of these Telltale games have got quite good stories. Like I was saying yesterday, though, the only exceptions to those I'd say are. The Walking Dead of the ones I've played, Walking Dead New Frontier, maybe the Jurassic Park one as well, although it's Jurassic Park so I'm kind of biased to enjoy it, but the Jurassic Park one was a bit silly. Yeah, I didn't like anyone in it. I just didn't like anyone in the New Frontier. Are you? Well, hopefully you'll enjoy it more than I did. Hopefully you'll get more out of it than I did. But I did it in a similar format to the way I did these. I did it one week a few years ago over the course of a week. Yeah. What do you think of it so far? Alright, let's clear these. Yeah. Oh, we got all of the pages from the Book of Fables out of Vivian was the first to bear the curse of the purple ribbon. Right. Okay. The pudding and pie. Operating a strip club may not have been the most desirable occupation. The Winter Wolf. Bigby's mother, Winter, fell in love with the North Wind and bore him several wolf cubs, but he quickly grew tired of her and left Winter. Heartbroken and alone, she tried to care for her cubs despite her grief. She was especially fond of Bigby, but as the runt of the litter, he was often teased by his older brothers. After Winter's death, Bigby's siblings went in search of their father, but Bigby stayed behind to protect his mother's corpse from scavengers. Unfortunately, he was too small to defend her. From then on, he vowed to eat something bigger each day until he was large enough to comfort his father and finally confront, even not comfort. Shit. You're not hooked on it. Yeah. The first 2 seasons are definitely the best of The Walking Dead. The New Frontiers, certainly not my favourite. The final season picks up a little bit, but it was, you could tell it was sort of running its course by that point. Yeah, I was gonna say, Kev, big emotions at the end. Yeah, the end of season 1 was. I think when I streamed it, I went as well. I think it got me, and that was like the 3rd time I'd played through that at that point. Yeah, because I played it when it originally came out. I played it, and then when I bought it on PC before I started streaming, before like a couple of years before I started doing this, I played it again, and then when I started streaming, like a little bit into it, I decided, fuck it, I'll get the rest and we'll do them. We'll do them. Bigby's true form is that of a giant 8-foot-tall wolf, in addition to his ironic huff and puff power. Oh, that's why he smokes them. He has also inherited other abilities from his father, the North Wind. For example, Bigby is able to hold his breath for an abnormally long amount of time, making it impossible for him to drown. It's a strange thing to mention. It gets it, yeah, it probably does. I think there's just something in the way that last little bit of that episode is constructed. I think even the coldest of hearts would have a problem with it. Right, Mary's loyalty, partner. Bloody Mary began working for the Crooked Man many centuries ago. He promised her freedom to do as she pleased as long as she agreed to act as his personal bodyguard and hitman. Because of the Crooked Man's power and influence, Mary never had to worry about getting caught by the authorities. She enjoys her job immensely and would defend the Crooked Man to the death, mostly because she finds it fun. Fable to well. Traditional procedure: hold formal hearing in front of the community in concern. Exceptions are often made to expedite the process. Right. Oh. Snow White's in charge. With Crane out of the picture, Mayor Cole has officially appointed Snow White as Director of Operations and Deputy Mayor. Many would say this promotion is a long time coming since she was instrumental. After fleeing the homeland. I still want to know what fucking happened. Wait!
The moment you've all been waiting for.
Howie! Hello there, Keishul. How are you doing? Thank you very much, Sith, for the raid. How was your How was your cool spot going? Did you get annoyed? Did it wind you up? It's not an easy game, is it? Really isn't an easy game. Ah, hang on. Snow cut him with a lycanthropy-stained knife to give him the power to change into a human form at will. Bigby became the sheriff of Fabletown. Yeah, I was just saying, I still want to know what caused them to flee. What caused them to flee the homelands? I don't think it was ever brought up, was it? Because something must have forced them out of the homelands. And that's not my favourite interpretation of the Jersey Devil. My favourite one has to come from the X-Files. Where it's a sexy woman who runs around Atlantic City at night. Naked. It's a good episode, actually, that. Although there's a really, really awkward, funny bit in it. Because it's very early on in the X-Files. It's season 1. When they still filmed it all in Vancouver. And obviously they had this scene set in a casino. Oh, really? Jesus Christ. Only 2 episodes. There's like 270 odd of them, Kev. I've got them all on Blu-ray and DVD. Well, most of them on DVD, but I've got the more recent ones on Blu-ray. It is my favourite series ever. But yeah, so there's this one episode where Mulder makes a phone call from a casino in supposedly Atlantic City, but they were filming it in Vancouver. So they just stuck him on a big green screen and posted like general library casino footage behind him, and it looks awful. Looks even worse actually when you see it upscaled to HD. It just looks really bad. Out of all the special effects in the X-Files that look great, even during season 1, that matte painting or that chroma key shot is just awful. So what I think I'll do, as it's only 25 to 9, Pete is my third. Only third, Casual. Only third. Oh my. Hey, it's good to be on it though. I think Sith and Goon are my top 2 on there. Do you know what? Like I say, seeing as though I've got... It's 25 to 10 and I might as well go till 10. We can have a look at that. Sith is fit. Oh dear. Don't tell him that. He'll get well, Gel. Right, hang on. Let's clear these off. Ah, you found it, have you? Yeah, seeing as though I've got a bit of time, we might as well have a look. I mean, I've looked at it already, but I mean, we can. Oh, sorry, just itching my chest. Jesus, just got an itch right underneath my, well, right on my chest. So, alright, before we do this, I won't include this in the re-upload. So, I'll say goodbye to those watching over on YouTube when I re-upload. I might re-upload this tonight. If not, it'll be tomorrow afternoon.